350 SQFT flat to 34 billion worth. HubSpot CEO Yamini Rangan on humble start. Yamini Rangan, CEO of HubSpot, a software company, was born and raised in South India but has since lived in the US for decades. To ensure that her adolescent sons have a connection to their heritage, Rangan nevertheless makes it a point to travel to India regularly. In a recent interview with Kleiner Perkins for his Grid podcast, the Indian-American CEO of HubSpot talked candidly about her middle-class Indian upbringing and how her life in the US differs greatly from hers. Based in San Francisco today, Yamini Rangan oversees a 34 billion software company and draws an incredible compensation of around 26 million. However, her life wasn't always this comfortable. The executive of Indian descent said in an interview with the Grid podcast that she grew up in a 350 square foot home that was extremely small. When asked if her family was wealthy when she was growing up, she responded categorically, "Not at all. Our home, which we spent most of our childhood in, was about 350 square feet. Now I can go back and say, oh, that was pretty modest and we were squarely middle class," she said on the Grid podcast. Rangan further revealed that her mother was a stay-at-home mom and her father owned a little business. She said, "They did everything possible for us, and we had no desires beyond what we got, but it was a small house." Rangan and her husband have lived in the United States for decades, yet they still make time to travel to India regularly. "Do you ever go back to India?" Perkins asked the CEO, who responded, "Yeah, maybe once every couple of years." According to Rangan, she travels to India in part to help her 3 sons recognize and comprehend their privilege. "I now have teen boys, and the only way to get them to understand where we came from and have a sense of grounding in the world is to take them back and make them experience what I experienced," she also explained. Nan's wife left for next video. Her family also supports an orphanage in the place where she was raised, the CEO of HubSpot disclosed. "I make them my sons go and spend days there, because it gives them a sense of look where you are and what your responsibility is in society. It is not just for you to make money and live in the Bay Area," she stated. Rangan grew up in South India, where he was born. At the age of 21, she relocated to the United States to pursue an MBA at the Haas School of Business at the University of California, Berkeley, after completing her studies in computer engineering at Bharati University. Her remuneration of 26 million places her among the highest paid CEOs of Indian descent in the United States. Latest blogs.